A British doctor has described the terrifying moment he was forced to fight off a shark after he was circled and attacked on the New South Wales Central Coast. Charlie Fry, 25, was surfing with 4 mates yesterday about 30 to 40 meters into the water at Avoca Beach when he spotted the shark. Mr. Fry told 9 News he turned around and punched the shark in face, and thought he was going to die. "I saw a shark's head come out of the water, with its teeth, and I just punched it in the face," Mr. Fry said. "I then got back on my board, shouted at my friends who were there, and then managed to catch a wave in." Mr. Fry wasn't seriously injured and only suffered bite marks to his shoulder and arm, but said at first he didn't even know he had been injured. "I didn't feel the teeth going in, it felt like I was smacked, it felt like a hand grabbing me, shaking me," he said. "It was just pure adrenaline. I genuinely thought I was going to die, like you're about to be eaten alive by a shark, so everything slowed down, like get on your board and surf." 2 of Mr. Fry's 3 friends were doctors who took good care of him before taking him to Gosford Hospital. "It was very helpful because obviously everyone was quite calm," he said. When asked how big he thought the shark was, Mr. Fry admitted he did get a good look. "I would put it about 5 to 6 foot, 1.8 meters, maybe a bit less," he said. "It's one of those things where you worry when they find it, it's going to be this big and ruin your story," he added, making a gesture with hands to indicate a tiny fish. "But I got the impression it was big, it felt big to me, the head was really big. It was about to eat me." A 3-meter shark was located in the surf zone at Avoca a short time after the attack. Mr. Fry, a British citizen, has been living in Australia for 2 months and is working as a doctor in the emergency department at a Wyong hospital. He had only been surfing for a couple of months. Mr. Fry told 9 News his mum laughed but his dad was a little more worried about his welfare when he rang them after the attack. "I spoke to Mum and Mum laughed, I think it was just shock," he said with a laugh. Whilst Dad he was a bit more concerned. "My brother found it quite funny as well. He asked me, who did I think of at the time, and I was like no one, I literally thought of no one, I thought about trying to not die." He also joked that one of his other friends from overseas who is living in Australia is very jealous to have missed all the excitement. "He was there yesterday and I think he regrets it a lot," he said with a laugh. Overall, Mr. Fry said he knows how lucky he was to escape the attack mostly unharmed. "It could have easily taken my hand, I count myself very lucky," he said. He even said he'd be back in the water again fairly soon. Avoca Beach was closed as lifesavers and helicopter crews tried to track the shark but surfers were soon back in the water. 3-meter shark, probably bronze whaler, sighted from #lifesaver 22 in the surf zone at Avoca. At SLSNSW Central Coast cruise back tomorrow with a drone.